Cuddles was a nickname given to a rather unfortunate Dalek by Absalom Dark, the notorious criminal and Dalek killer, during his mission to rescue Princess Tyen from the planet Mazan. During their escape, Dark and Tyen became lost in the Dalek facility and were cornered by a Dalek. Thinking quickly, Dark disarmed the Dalek and threatened to cut it open with his chainsword unless it took them to its leader, naming the disarmed Dalek Cuddles. Cuddles dutifully led Dark and Tyen through the facility, passing through an escape pod chamber in the process. Tyen stayed behind at the pod but promised to wait for Dark before leaving, and after dismissing Tyen with a misogynistic comment, Dark advised Cuddles to never get involved with women, though Cuddles didn't understand what he was talking about. Cuddles led Dark to the Dalek command deck, and Dark promised to honour their agreement and spare the Dalek's life. However, he was also using Cuddles as cover against the incoming fire of the command Dalek's guards, and poor Cuddles ended up being destroyed by his own kind. Dark went on to destroy the Dalek command centre and escape with Tyen, though a lone Dalek survivor exterminated her from behind. Despite expressing nothing but condescension, indifference and occasionally insults to this woman he had known for little more than 20 minutes, Dark was so moved by her death that he swore vengeance on all Dalek kind, vowing to kill every last stinking Dalek in the galaxy. It is perhaps a small mercy for Cuddles that his encounter with Dark took place before this, as he would have likely otherwise been bisected on sight by Dark's chainsword. One aspect of Cuddles' personality that is worthy of note is that he seems more interested in self-preservation than furthering the overall Dalek goal, as he quickly capitulated to Dark after being threatened, and even asked the Dalek killer if he would honour their agreement and spare his life, which is unusual for a Dalek to say the least. Speaking frankly, Cuddles is one of the many aspects of the Absalom Dark Dalek Killer comic that doesn't really make sense, up there with chainsaws apparently being capable of cutting through Dalekanium armour, and a misogynistic brute like Dark declaring his eternal love for a woman he just met after basically berating and browbeating her in every single exchange they had during their short time together. Compared to these, the plight of Cuddles doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. Maybe he was a Dalek scientist with important knowledge that was worth putting the command Dalek in danger in order to preserve. Maybe he's one of the many outlier Daleks, such as the Traitor Dalek and the 1 in a million Dalek, who are apparently capable of thinking beyond the Dalek conditioning and formulating their own independent ideas. If so, this makes Cuddles' eventual fate, being accidentally hit and destroyed by his fellow Daleks in the crossfire, all the more tragic. This topic was selected via a poll in the Dalek Bumps Discord server. I'll leave a link to it in the description below if you haven't joined already. It's great fun. You can chat with me and the other members of the Dalek Bumps team. JSP, Me-Man, Parako, Zarg, RMD and Tyler, and many more Dalek fans about a range of Doctor Who related topics and other sci-fi topics in general. If you'd like to support the Dalek Bumps channel, that would be greatly appreciated. There's also a link to my Patreon in the description. We've got some interesting projects in the pipeline that I think all Dalek fans will enjoy, so stay tuned. What do you think of Cuddles, and the Absalom Dark comic in general? Do you think Cuddles was some kind of specialist Dalek, or just a drone who feared Dark's chainswords more than the wrath of his commander? And if you had a pet Dalek, what would you name it? Let me know in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.